Change the scheme, alter the mood, electrify the boys and girls.
Yeah, you can't.
Welcome to the Nerdington Post Live, people.
That's right, baby. That's right.
I'm Walter.
I am
I'm Will.
Senpai. I
And,
am Senpai. I said it again.
and we live in a post-Elden Ring world.
That's right.
Crazy,
right.
crazy stuff. This game just keeps on giving, but let's get to some weird news. Epic Games buys Bandcamp.
Right? The acquisition we didn't know we wanted.
Do we want it, though?
I mean, I don't know. I've never used Bandcamp.
I
so I don't know.
mean, Bandcamp now has that Fortnite money, so I guess it'll always be around as a place where artists can post their music.
Yeah.
But, Senpai, you're the music guy. What's your hot take on this?
My hot take is does that mean we're gonna be getting free albums on Tuesdays?
Maybe.
What I'm curious about is like what was the purpose of it to begin with, other than like just another revenue for them. But like the main thing I'm worried about is just them going hard on licensing music, a lot of stuff, because Bandcamp might be one of the more like artist friendly music popular music sites out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious where a big corpo like Epic Games will have their take on it.
Well, their
Will
whole
like do with that.
their whole shtick of the Epic Game Store is that it's developer friendly, where they do take a smaller cut, and if you do use Epic's tools, Epic Unreal Engine, you don't have to pay an extra cut. So like maybe that, I don't know. It does fit into the kind of ethos of Epic Games, I guess. But I don't know.
I'm curious to see if that means they're gonna be promoting more artists, or they're trying to bring over popular artists to make soundtracks for their games. I think that's the first thought that comes to my mind. Like, for example, like get a smaller, I don't know, future funk artist into one of their exclusive games, so being able to supply a track for here and there in order to promote more artists.
Or yeah, it could be they could synergize it with, since with the Unreal Engine they have an asset store. Just you fold in into Bandcamp, and then you could just license music for your indie game through Bandcamp.
Not only that, it's also, does that mean like they're thinking of maybe making up a music software that will be more readily available for people to use?
Like Unreal Engine, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Possibly.
The possibilities are weird, so I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. And be somewhat optimistic, because that is a really weird acquisition.
It could always just be like a laissez-faire kind of thing, like they buy Bandcamp and then they just kind of let it do its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird. All the acquisitions we were expecting from video gaming, like, we didn't see this one coming. But yeah, it's again like the broader. Oh shit, a bear. The broader uses of Unreal Engine, where they use that for special effects in stuff like The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So
they do?
Yeah.
That I didn't know. I guess Unreal Engine is like that. Oh, that's good that I didn't know. I'm actually really surprised.
Yeah, the way they do it with The Mandalorian is they rather than a green screen, they have an actual screen, so the actors can react to stuff going on like in the background, and you could, since it's Unreal Engine, you could real-time render those graphics happening. So you could have, Pedro Pascal reacting to an explosion, like that he's actually seeing happen, and you do it in real time rather than like throwing a tennis ball at him or something.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. There's a cool featurette on it.
I will actually really appreciate that. I guess that's a nice little way of like in the middle marriage of practical effects and CGI. Because I don't know if I talked about this before, but like it makes me really sad. Like whenever I see like a behind the scenes footage, it's always just a giant blue or green screen
Yeah.
in the background.
Thanks, George Lucas.
Oh, I found the other half of the medallion. That's cool.
Nice.
If y'all couldn't tell, we all are playing Elden Ring right now
That's right.
while recording.
Hell yeah. I am underground. At the
I'm trying
roots
to
of
be.
the Erd tree.
Oh, you're almost there.
No, I've been there. I'm doing other stuff that I won't talk about.
I already unfortunately got spoiled about one thing, so
And now
I'm trying to keep away from Elden Ring. Is not on my. I'm gonna try to type in Elden or Ring on my search by the least as possible, because I don't want any more further spoilers. What I do want is your fucking. Oh, I died. Never mind.
No.
I died.
Weird news this week that I don't think anyone saw coming is Pokemon Violet and Scarlet coming out later
Yeah.
this year. Which is
Two Pokemon games.
I saw it happening. I just didn't know they're gonna be going around that route.
well, depending on when they release it, also we'll have had 3 full-blown Pokemon games in 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
which is it's excessive to me, but Pokemon fans are just gonna buy any release.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
watching the trailer, it looks butt ugly, graphically. So it's, I don't know, man. Like Call of Duty, just it would be nice if you took the time off to really.
They are taking a year off this time, right?
Yep, they sure are.
Yeah. So this
2023.
year's
They're taking
yeah
2023 off.
yeah, but then Warzone 2 is gonna launch in 2023, so it's not really a break, I guess. But yeah, Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, it looks like they're kind of picking up some of the ideas and mechanics of Legends Arceus with the open fields and stuff. We didn't see we just saw in-engine footage of environments and Pokemon, so we didn't see any gameplay in this trailer. We saw a live-action security guard doing goofy shit, but yeah, so
Classic Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the coward's way. I would have liked to see at least one smidget of like them tossing the Pokeball.
yeah.
But I am gonna say it right now, and I don't care how controversial it is. If you don't pick Fuecoco, you're weak.
Is
Which
that
one's
the
that?
bird?
The fire one.
The weird Tyrannosaurus? No, he's an apple. He's an
Cool.
apple lizard who's fire.
So I don't know who idiot starts saying that, and I'm gonna lump you up with that idiot. That is
Idiot.
whomever fucking started saying that's an apple.
I don't
It is
know who
clearly-
started saying it, but I noticed that it's an apple when I saw a picture of him.
It's a pepper.
Oh, that makes sense.
A pepper
That
makes
makes way more
sense
sense than an apple. It looks like an apple, though.
What kind of fucking apples do you eat that you
What
confuse it with a pepper?
Apples aren't... No, he's rotund and rounded out like an apple.
Okay,
Pepper, like the kind of rounded out pepper, like a basic red pepper, isn't spicy, so it doesn't make sense for him to be that.
have you never looked at a Chili's logo?
Yeah, it's elongated.
Exactly.
This guy's
just like-
round as hell and just happens to have a tail and a snout.
next time you take a look at it, next time you look at Fuecoco,
Pay
take a
close
good look at
attention.
it, and you're gonna be like, that is shaped like a pepper.
It's all about green Litten,
Green Litten?
which is...
I am so
I-
sick of people calling it wheat cat.
Well, I don't know that because I don't hang around social media, but
Fair.
it looks like it's just a palette swap of Litten.
Yeah, it
And
straight up just looks like that.
I'll take it. It's the only one
I-
that looks good to me. It's
I
very basic
actually,
looking because it's just a cute cat, but
I actually kind of enjoy Quaxley, um, the water one.
with its weird
Just
hair.
big. That's why I like it because of the weird hair. There's apparently a type of duck that actually has that kind of plumage. The best of my, but here's my hope. I think because the Scarlet and Violet seem to be based off of Spain. Uh,
España, where they use
España,
vosotros.
exactly,
Sorry,
the wrong one.
vosotros.
Vosotros,
Vosotros.
vosotros, the wrong one.
That is a hard word to say in that accent.
Yeah, I'm
Vosotros.
not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck you guys are saying.
Castilian has a different pronunciation of the word us. Instead of nosotros, they say vosotros. Uh, for some dumb fucking reason, I don't know.
No. Nosotros is still a thing. Vosotros replaces ellos and ellas.
Exactly.
Which is what I hate Castilian.
Hey,
I will tell you
it's
this.
the king's Spanish. It's Coche. I don't respect anyone who says Caro.
Oh, it's see, I'm from the dirty part of Mexico, so we call them bochos, regardless if it's not a beetle. So the colloquial name, so the slang name for a beetle car, like a Volkswagen, is bocho, because Volkswagen bocho. Um, but it doesn't matter what kind of car I'm looking at. I always like, oh, look at that bocho, because I'm filthy.
And do other people look at you weird when they hear that?
Yeah. Well, the thing to do the funny thing was like, no, I'm not being funny. Like that's just what I call it. People like, oh yeah, like that Hummer is a Beetle. Ha 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 ha. It's like, yeah, whatever. But going back to the Quaxley thing, there is a duck based off of like that kind of plumage called the crested duck, I believe. My hope for Quaxley is either
Is
A,
corkscrew penis?
There we go.
it
That's what I
it,
want to
it
hear.
could totally learn drill run now, but
Haha.
it will be I want to see pompadour, cool pompadour guy, or what I think is gonna happen is just gonna be like some Marinere pirate thing. I think that weird hair thing that he gets is gonna turn into like a weird hair hat,
I think it's
like a
gonna.
pirate's hat.
I think it's gonna be like the classic manga anime Bancho with that giant tube on top of his head.
I will like that. Like the amount
Tube
I
of
already seen
hair.
like I already seen a lot of like fan art of like Quaxley and Josuke from Part 4 of JoJo, and that makes me very happy.
What's your starter gonna be, Will?
Yep.
Which one?
Yeah.
Fair.
You indecisive son of a bitch.
I
It's
I don't know, man.
hypothetical. We
Like,
don't even know what their evolutions or their stats are gonna be.
well, I saw
Pick a
a leak.
name.
I don't know like how reliable the leak is, but which one's the grass type? Is that the cat?
Yeah.
The cat. If the leak is true, the cat's like final form looked pretty cool.
Is
I'll find
it?
it. I'll post it in the Discord.
Please find it because I can probably tell you who artist made that fan art.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, that's why the cat got a big old pussy.
That's right, baby.
Hell yeah.
But no, I like what they did with going with Scarlet and Violet just as a way to call out the Matador colors and also, hey, red and blue, but different.
Exactly.
People are already freaking out about the textures on the Pokemon. I'm just like, I mean, happy for them. I'm just, this is the one I'm gonna pick up. I skipped on the remakes. I skipped on Arceus. Well, I'm gonna pick up this one mostly because fue Coco.
That matters, man.
I'm curious about. I mean, Pokemon is pretty conservative, so I wonder if they will keep the changes that Arceus had, or if they will roll it back to traditional Pokemon.
I know
But-
it looks like they're gonna keep some of the changes, and I will say, like the changes, I liked them in Pokemon Legends. I
Yeah,
thought,
with the general positive
it was
reception.
different.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was a great idea, and I hope they keep up with it, man.
I
People.
think they will do. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it feels like there's more buzz around Legends Arceus than there was around Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, right,
Agreed.
Lifeline. Like it almost got me to think about picking it up. But I think they're gonna do away with strong style and fast style, whatever the hell they're called, and just have a cohesive old school battle system.
That would be cool.
Um, but with a lot of walking around, you're able to find Pokemon up in the thing, and whenever the Pokemon approaches you, I believe it will just go into the fighting that Arceus has, where it's not the Dark Souls portion, but the Pokemon portion.
Right.
I like the idea of strong style, though. Strong style is a kind of a form of Japanese wrestling.
And that's why you like it.
Yeah.
Talking about strong style and Japanese wrestling, I did found you know how Japan love their mascots because they love selling you shit.
Yeah.
I found a cute little mascot. I need to find it again, but that cute little mascot also does wrestling as well. And I got to see a dude dress up like the mascot, just pummeling shit. It was great.
You're talking about Litten's evolution?
It is. I think it's an otter or maybe a cat. I actually sent it to my girlfriend. Let me see if I can find the link again. His name is Miyaki.
Miyaki, more like Yoraki.
Hi. God, his
I
ass.
mean, we have fun here. We have fun.
We do. We have a lot of fun.
But yeah, I am picking up Scarlet and Violet.
Well, which one? Scarlet or Violet?
Scarlet, red all the way.
Alright. Alright, man.
Yeah, if I do pick it up, I was also gonna do red.
You can't both do red. How are you gonna
And that
trade?
means you gotta get Scarlet.
Yeah, that means you have to get Violet.
No. I have to
Yeah.
go Scarlet.
See?
Because I'm a fan of Scarlet Spider from the Spider-Man universe.
No, you secretly want to get red. It's okay.
No, I like purple as a color, but I gotta go Scarlet, man. Scarlet Spider, gotta represent. Gotta represent Ben Riley. But yeah, this Drifblim confirmed through Drifloon being in the trailer, so this
So you
game
gotta
is a
pick it up?
maybe. So yeah, but the ooh, I don't think I've had this side of grace yet. But the big kahuna that everyone's on right now, Elden Ring.
That's right, baby. It's my first From Software Souls-like game.
And
And
are you
it's-
enjoying it?
Fucking phenomenal.
It's funny because we kept giving you shit about like, yeah, you're gonna pick it up, right? You're gonna pick it up, and you were like, no, maybe I don't know. And this is
Well,
the one that
it's-
fucking got you.
It is, and here's the thing. Like, I've tried them before. Like, I tried Sekiro. The hell is this?
Sekiro
Oh,
should
it's
never
for
be
the
anyone's
hands.
introduction Souls game.
No, that should never be somebody's first introduction.
And I found that the hard way.
Hmm.
I found that out the hard way. But dude, this is. It feels like I'm playing Breath of the Wild all over again, because Breath of the Wild, like, just I love the game, and like I could just mindlessly put hours into it, and it would feel like I barely scratched the surface.
I'm
yeah.
scared of how big this game is. Like,
Oh, I think I'm approaching 100 hours, and
And it hasn't even been out a week.
I'm not I'm not. I think I'm closing in towards the end of the game, but ever so slowly. But again, with how open this game is, you could just do things out of order, and there's so much you could just fuck around with. Like one of the probably the second or third maiden boss you're supposed to kill, General Adon. I just killed him earlier today, and I fought one of the later guys beforehand.
I've done that. I fought later guys before, like, not critical path, but like people I should not be fucking around with. I definitely fought before and beaten a couple of them.
Yeah, no,
Same.
it's so rewarding.
Um,
Feels so good. Like I know all of us, we just not Margit. Godric's supposed to be the first major boss you beat, but all of us like explored the hell out of the game before even approaching him.
Way,
Yeah.
way more. It's it's like if Breath of the Wild, Dark Souls 3, and Skyrim had like a cum baby together, and of that we're like threesome Elden Ring came out. And
Right.
George R. R. Martin was there watching the whole thing.
I'm very invested in the lore and the story of this game more than
As
I
am
was
I.
the dark games.
And honestly, I think a huge chunk of that is Martin because like no, you actually gotta talk about the thing.
Yeah,
Here's
and
a character that will talk about the thing.
also just I've been taking notes in a notebook about the lore of just like okay, the major questions I have here are what is the Golden Order? What
Mhm.
specifically is the Elden Ring? Who are the two fingers? What is the greater will? And what are stars?
So the Elden Ring, from what I've been gathering and from my own interpretation, it is a set of rules that govern this realm. And when it got broken, that means that that set of rules are no longer applied because they stole the death Elden Ring portion, right? So like death does no longer apply to this universe. So like those laws are no longer in place.
See, I was thinking that was the Golden Order though, rather than being like a physical order of people. Like that's the laws of this world are governed by the Golden Order, which is held together by the Elden Ring, possibly.
I'm saying like the Elden Ring. It is the Elden Ring. It is the physical manifestation of the greater order.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
I just think the game's awesome.
Because some fucking genius, like, you know the laws? Let's make him physical.
yeah. It's this game has strong Berserk vibes more than the
Like,
previous games.
do the fucking the Dread Sword description, just straight up calling out gods.
Yeah,
It's, yeah, it's there.
the giant spirit tree that's looming over the
Mm-hmm.
world. It's so good, man.
I
Also,
am,
there's a
so
wolf knight who has a giant sword.
and he does the goth, and he does the guts pose.
Yeah.
Is that Wolf Knight cool? And what is that Wolf Knight cool?
Um,
Like,
have you initiated the storyline past the Carrion Manor?
I don't even know what the Carry Manor is.
Okay, it's the manor that's northwest of the Magic Academy.
I just got to the Magic Academy like not long ago.
Okay.
Um,
Have you got-
exploring before even fighting Godric.
Have you gotten to the plateau? Or have you not explored that much yet? That far?
It's really weird. Like, um, I was getting scared of getting lost and not like being able to finish things, but then I was like, no, I'll get back to it, and I put my little like, um, you know those little things that they give you that way you can be like skeleton, cool thing. Sorry, marker. You know how you can like mark your own map?
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of those laying around for like bosses I still need to kill. Um, in those little like micro dungeons. So I haven't, since I level up my weapon, I'm actually going through those right now. So I'm exploring a lot more, especially because I beat Godric. So now I'm just like, I need to explore more of the world. But I encountered like Raya's, what the fuck is it called? Raya
Lucaria?
Lucaria. Yeah, Lucaria gate like a lot earlier than I was supposed to.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
Where are they at?
This has easily the best sense of exploration and just awe and wonder that I've ever experienced in an open world.
Hmm.
Just the art direction, like you mentioned Skyrim, but fucking that franchise has no drip,
No, it doesn't.
whereas this is soaking wet.
Talking
I
about
agree. So I'm gonna ask for a third time.
Mhm.
Where is Raya? Is it a place? Is it a boss? Like,
Raya Lucaria, it is a area. It is
Yeah.
the big
It's the
chunk
Magic
of
Academy.
is the Magic Academy. That's where like a lot of the magic studies happened in the world of Elden Ring.
Got it. Okay.
So you probably find a lot of dumb shit for you, and you could probably gonna have a tough time in that area because I'm assuming a lot of enemies are gonna be resistant to magic.
Where is the Magic Academy?
That's the giant building in the middle of Lyrna.
Oh, got it.
It is gated by a magic rune. I don't know how to open it. I haven't really tried to open it.
Oh yeah, I've been there and I don't know how to open it. So
But you just killed Godric. So I'm assuming I know that area is like the second critical path that
right.
you gotta take. So probably after killing Godric it opens up, or maybe it's one of the discs that I have. Because I have two medallions that are split in half, and I just finished Decus.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's the one or if it's another one.
You might get. I'm trying to remember. You might get the key from Selen.
I
I
just
did.
got to the Grand Lift of Dectus, but I don't know how to activate the lift.
Oh,
Okay.
I literally got the medallion to activate it. So
Yeah,
Oh, so I need a
or
medallion.
you could just climb up the mountain and fight a weird lava dragon and bypass
it's
the
a
lift. That's
it's
what I
a
did.
it's the lava dragon, like a weird quadruped that looks with a machete.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I fought one of them without lava. Fuck those guys.
Oh,
Fuck the one guy.
Are you
That
talking about the one you fought in the mines?
yeah,
Yeah.
but you get the cool magic katana.
Cool. Fuck that, man. I can't use it.
It's for Billy.
The biggest water cooler talk for the Souls games, other than exploration, is also build variety. What kind of builds are you guys rocking out?
So I'm going strength with a little bit of faith. As soon as I can respect, I'm doing full faith. I want to be because they finally fixed faith. They actually give it like offensive spells that you can do, and literally the only thing they had to do is get rid of pyromancy.
Yeah, they just folded it into Faith.
Yeah.
But yeah, the boss of Raya Lucaria Academy, once you beat them, then you get respecking.
Yeah, so I heard they recommend you being level 50 for that, so I'm just gonna explore, get some runes, and figure out how to open it. I know I need to have a key,
Yeah.
but yeah, like right now, literally the only thing I'm gonna be doing once I respect is move all my strength stats to faith, and that's it.
It's crazy. I have 25 strength and 60 dex. Int and what do you call it? Faith are at 10 for me. I'm going all
Do you
in on
want
dex, baby.
do you want wretched?
Well, what?
Do you started with wretched
I was my starting
or
class
samurai?
was what was it? Bandit.
Bandit? Oh, really?
I always go with the dinky thief class, man.
Well, cause like that one is more like it has more arcane than I was expecting.
Yeah, it's 14, which is weird. I've only moved arcane up by 1 to make it an even 15.
Yeah, my vigor is 21, my mind is 29, endurance 18, strength 12, dexterity 14, intelligence is 30, faith is 7, arcane is 9.
I need to pump my vigor. I still have I still only have the 15. So I've been relying heavy on my shield, which is why I want to get that shield from the Cyan, because he looks cool. It fits the whole holy aesthetics I'm going for.
So we know Senpai's a gross faith guy, but you're going all in on with intelligence, Will?
Yeah, because spellcaster, astrologer,
Yeah.
but like Senpai said, I've been looking at the spells of arcane, and I'm like, wow.
No, don't switch to that.
There are some very awesome spells in that. I'm considering it, but I'm loving my arcane build and just building up my magic and everything like that.
Yeah, dude, you get
It's
to
really-
shoot out like a Kamehameha and
I know, I'm
shoot the
trying
moon
to
at
find
people.
that right now.
So it's really cool how they did it with the arcane stat, just because they made it just very plainly. Arcane is the weird shit. You either smart about it or you're faithful about your weird shit, and we're able to combine them and do shit.
I'm thinking about getting Arcane up to 20 just because there's a couple weapons that require that for me to try out.
I think something I really like all the dragon stuff is like Faith and Arcane.
Yeah. Which, that dragon shit is annoying. I was summoned as a phantom to help somebody with a boss, and then they used the dragon breath, which just covered my entire screen with dragon fire, and I couldn't see the boss anymore, and then I got killed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for you, but that's awesome.
Yeah, like, luckily it wasn't my game, so I didn't lose anything, but it was just annoying, like, oh, come on, man. You're just destroying my visibility here. But yeah, man, that was one of the two... See, the thing about this open world, with how open it is, you kind of have to make your own objectives and goals.
Right.
So my main goals was, alright, I'm going to track down the Ever Jails, which are these little, like, teleport pads that bring you to arenas where you fight, like, a little mini-boss and you get a reward, and then fighting dragons, which, like we mentioned earlier, you could get dragon spells. And yeah, it's just been fun, just roaming the country lands, fucking people up.
What I really like about the exploration of it, and some people hate it, but I'm personally like a huge fan of it. No quest markers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I dig it.
Any kind of
dig it
quest
too.
marker you want, you have to put it yourself, and to keep track of it. It, for some reason, it is so more peaceful and
Yeah.
everything. That
I
being
agree.
said, I do have a separate note. I do have like a note section on my phone of like shit I want to do.
Yeah. That's, I pretty much make a marker for any merchant I see, so I remember where they are, or like any weird story-related NPC. And then also if there's a catacomb where I just didn't fight a boss or left some treasure that I need to platform to.
I do the same thing. I have the little like skull and crossbow for those. It's like I didn't kill the boss from this catacomb, so I gotta go back to it later.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those where... it's mostly like annoying fights where you have to fight too many bosses at once as the fight, which is...
Yeah. It's like here's two bosses. Here's two bosses that you fought before.
Yeah. Which is, I wish there was... I mean, these are just kind of side dungeons, so it makes sense that they don't have their own unique bosses, but
What the fuck?
at least you get well rewarded for doing it.
Exactly.
Which is something that cheesed me about Breath of the Wild's open world is, like, alright, I'm gonna go find this little mini challenge thing, and what do I get out of it? A sword that's gonna break. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like that was one of my main complaints on Breath of the Wild, where like a lot of the rewards didn't feel fulfilling. It was just, it felt like I was playing Banjo-Kazooie again. It was just a collectathon
Yeah.
most of
Right.
the time. But
Yeah, I hope they fix that.
I hope I have yet to find a reward from a dungeon when I didn't look at it and was just thinking, oh shit, this will be really good for Billy, or this will be really good for Walter, or like, oh, this will be really good if I want to make this build.
Yeah,
Right,
it's...
exactly.
It took me a while to finally start getting gear that worked for me. Because,
That-
yeah, especially since Liurna is the seat of Raya Lucaria Academy, it makes sense that you're going to find a ton of magic gear there. So, but like once I got past Raya Lucaria, I started finding more dex gear and specifically stuff that makes people bleed.
That's how I felt at the very beginning. It's like, because I was rocking my, because currently right now, like I'm gonna go Faith, but the thing is,
Like George
I
Michael.
would exactly gotta have faith and hit up dudes in the bathroom. But I gotta, I'm going full strength because in the network test, your strength level of your equipment load. That's no longer the case, and it took me a little bit to figure that out.
Oh no.
Yep.
You-
So I was buff boy, big heavy buff boy for like a little bit. So because I dumped so many levels on it, I took me a little bit hard to
Well-
recommit.
thing with Kaled and Limgrave, you do find a lot of strength-based stuff. Like
Exactly.
pretty much all Souls games you find a stupid amount of strength-based gear. But later on, I found like hammers and flails and maces that scale off of decks, which has been great for me. Like the
That too.
like the knight cavalry guy with the three-headed flail that scales with dex, and I've got that leveled the hell up, so I have dex scaling blunt damage.
Right.
It's super
Exactly.
helpful at the catacombs.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I still need a good piercing weapon. I have slash covered by a greatsword or a curved greatsword. I've got blunt covered by the flail, but I gotta
that's
find the right rapier to level up.
that's why I love my halberd. It gives me slash and pierce. Then I just have to worry about blunt, which I'm leveling up a mace, just a basic ass mace. And I'm sure I'll find a cooler mace or something cooler, like a hammer that I can use instead.
Oh yeah, let me check my chest, see if there's any faith-based blunt weapons.
Even if they're not fate based. Oh, another thing, those fucking um the things that make your weapon do the cool thing. Ashes of War.
Ashes of War. Yeah, weapon arts are actually useful in this game. I'm loving it.
I think I found like maybe like two losers, but like they're actually useful. I love them. They
Yeah.
just add so much variety to to the combat.
They have gotten me out of many jams.
It's like the halberd, like basic one is charge forward, and you just like grab your halberd and you just literally charge forward. I kill Godric that way, um, which made me like, because what is it was like down to the wire was gonna hit me, so I just charged forward to in order to evade the attack, to hit him as quick as possible, and that's how I killed him. It felt great.
Killed him with magic, baby. Killed him with magic.
You later gonna get a spell that's basically you get the spirit source from Virgil.
What is it?
So the exact same, it's basically pursuers, but in a cool way. Um, that little sword dagger thingy that you were telling me about earlier, that it
Yeah.
just holds over and then it shoots.
Yeah.
You get a spell that is able to shoot five or eight of them,
Yeah, like
At the same time.
one by one, or whenever enemies start getting near you. But you will set up five or eight of them.
kind of like
Yeah, I'm all
Loretta,
for it.
her
Hmm?
spell. So what's like the Loretta? Oh, you haven't done Carrion, but Will, you beat Carrion Manor, right?
Just found Carrier Manor.
Okay, but yeah, the boss of there is really annoying. So it's somebody with a glaive on horseback and also has
Oh,
ranged
Royal
magic.
Knight Loretta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that took me an
She's
hour. It took me an hour to do.
Those are giant hands.
Everybody's giant here.
Like.
No, they're giant. It's just disemboweled hands that just.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
those things are fucking terrifying.
Those
Yeah.
are the guys I was teasing earlier in the week of just like, well, this is the grossest thing I've ever seen in a Souls game.
And
Those
dude,
guys.
like, I
It's
will tell
up
you, like,
there.
their attack pattern is fucking insane.
It's annoying.
It's up there. Like
Like-
Billy was showing me a way to get to. Like he showed me his map. It's like this is where you get the cool shield.
Like I purposefully, I took
I-
screenshots of the hand guys, but I purposely didn't post them so you guys could get the surprise of just like, ugh.
Oh,
But
I
it was-
already got.
yeah,
I already
It
got.
scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I already got tricked into one. It's like, oh, cool item. Oh, there's a hand right on.
Yeah, you could, if you will just watch the ground closely, you could see like the fingertips popping out.
I didn't see them earlier, and it killed me.
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
that thing is gross looking.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of them, so like in that area, I just snuck by them and killed the ones I just had to kill, because like they're just, for me, they were just unrelenting.
Killing the little ones at least. Oh, it is straight up three hands melded together.
Yeah, they're so fucking gross, man.
The thing that grosses me out about the big ones, and I'm pretty sure the little ones are the same thing. Yeah, the little ones have them. Is the boils.
Oh yeah.
Like the freaky hand thing, yeah, it makes me feel a little icky, unnerving because I don't like uncanny valley humanoid things. What is the boils that get to me? But yeah, just like, sorry for the sidetrack, but like Yeah, like the fact that, I was making a beeline to get this cool thing that Billy was telling me about, and I found a whole nother area that I'm more interested on. It's the exploration in this game is great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh, I can hit him in the handhole.
Have you guys found the Sword of Night and Flame?
What's that?
It's a sword that scales with int and faith, and does physical, magic, and fire damage.
Yeah, where do I get that?
I don't remember,
Damn you.
but yeah, I can't equip it. But it does. Yeah, it's such a sick weapon where it does 3 damage types, man.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome.
I am seeing the fingers just on the ground, so. Also, shoutouts to the lantern, one of the most useful items ever.
Oh yeah.
Because they finally did it. They finally made the game so dark where you actually have to think about, do I want to have a torch or do I want to have a shield to defend me?
3 was like that, but since there are just way more random caverns and catacombs, it's definitely pronounced.
Yeah. So shoutouts to the lantern for being one of the most useful items.
I just got a spell that like illuminates like the area that I'm in.
You fancy boys and your spells. Get out of here.
Listen, I mostly just chuck lightning spears at people.
I have to rely on throwing knives and a bow and arrow.
Hey, that's what you chose, man.
That
That's
is
your
what I
path.
chose.
That is your
what I
path.
chose. But yeah, I've because I'm at a point where it costs like 70,000 to level up. If I just have spare runes, I'll just buy a ton of poison arrows. So I will cheese all the bosses.
Oh, I
That's
gotta.
what I've been doing, dude. Like, if I can find a boss on horseback and use my magic at a distance, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh, these. So, Billy, this is your first Souls game, right? Like
What is it?
legit. This is your first Souls game,
This is my
right?
first ever Souls game that I put time into, yes.
Okay. Do you call them runes or do you call them souls?
Well, since this is my first one, I call them runes, but I know in Dark Souls they were called souls.
I call them souls. I'm
I call them
saying
souls.
runes for the sake of the podcast and
No, I
possibly new
called it.
listeners.
I didn't care. Like, you know, I had a friend that used to tell me, "Oh, they're blood echoes."
No,
Oh,
they're souls.
they're. What the fuck is it called on Sekiro? Is it just experience in Sekiro?
Yeah, you just get experience.
Yeah, like, oh, it's blood echoes. No, it's experience. It's like, no, they're souls.
They
They're
are
souls.
souls. They're S-holes.
These hands are gross, and I don't like that the big ones are faster.
They're the grossest enemy in any From Software game. Easily.
I think the
Yeah.
hands. I think the second. Oh, they also shoot spells. That's cool. I think the closest one is I forget the name of the enemy, but it's the same thing that you find on Dark Souls 3. It's just these giant hippo-like things that have hands or faces. They just appear in one area.
Oh yeah. Yes, right before the Great Giant Yorm fight.
Exactly. Those are one of the grosser things too, I will say, and I think it has to do with hands.
Yeah. Hands are
Hands
weird,
are fucked
man.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm bothered more by someone who has a hand fetish than a foot fetish. Because foot, at least they're covered by shoes, and there's mystique to it. A hand is just like, I don't know. You use that for everything, man.
The only one I ever known that had a hand fetish was a fictional character. So,
Ooh, do tell, do tell. Is this hentai?
no, Yoshikage Kira from Part 4.
Ah,
Yeah, he gets he. It's really funny because in like in the climax of the thing, Araki of course has this moment in order to talk about the character for like a little bit. And he just talks about like how he finds hands so beautiful because the nurse that's helping him has beautiful hands. And he's talking about it, and he's talking about like how the first time he found out he had a hand fetish, and it was because he looked at the Mona Lisa and he got a boner.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What a cool guy.
He was David Bowie.
He's dead, you know.
He's both of them are dead. Yoshikage Kira and David Bowie.
Well, the universe gets reset, so he's out there in the multiverse.
Hey, they'll be back.
So what? I mean, the biggest question for any Souls person: who's your waifu so far?
Yes.
It's a toss-up between. I haven't fought her yet, but the lady that they use in the marketing
Oh,
with the red hair,
Melania.
yeah, and Fia.
Oh, Fia. Oh, Fia. I
Mm.
I have to track her down.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, so interesting things happen with her storyline. Something
'Cause-
that I really loved because it kind of echoes back to a cool moment between Shuri and T'Challa in Jonathan Hickman's run of Avengers involving a knife and where it should be placed. So I gotta track down Fia. She's great.
Like that.
But
Based on what you told me, that she leaves the round hole table.
if you could always reject her requests.
I like being held.
I know.
It's not a weird sex thing.
It just
I
feels
like.
nice to be held, man.
Well, not only that, it's also like I said, I was running big buff boy, so like losing 5% health or extra poise, I didn't care.
Yeah, I like Melina.
Melina. Oh, Melina is the
The-
firekeeper, right?
Yeah, your stat maiden. Oh god. Almost ran my horse off a cliff.
Who's the one who rescued us? Like when you die by the first boss.
Melina.
Melina.
Okay, yeah, I like Milano.
Yeah, she
Oh, I
she
also-
actually has like more things going on for her rather than other firekeepers or shrine maidens where she just sits there and she's there just to level you up. This one is actually a character with an agenda.
I still think to this day, aesthetically wise, it might be a toss-up between the doll and Emma.
Oh, I love Emma. I love Dr. Emma.
But my favorite one to this day might be the one from Dark Souls 2.
Oh,
Shanna.
the
something.
Emerald something.
Yeah, Emerald Herald. The Emerald
Yeah.
Herald. I forgot her real name, but like, she might be my favorite one.
Yeah,
Because it's a nice little mixture of like cool design, like these like story, and on top of that, she actually ties to main characters just due to her like past, which I enjoy quite a lot, honestly.
I haven't gotten to her yet either, but Melania, who's the one-armed Valkyrie from the marketing material, I have a statue of her. Like, I gotta get into her lore more for her to be like full waifu, but I do love the idea of an amazing sword master with a prosthetic weaponized arm. I mean, that's
Well,
friggin' Nero from Devil May Cry and Sekiro.
I think she's the son that the Pope describes.
She is.
The dog Pope. Also, turtles are dogs from here on out.
Love
Okay.
the Turtle Pope.
I
Yeah.
think she is the son that the turtle Pope refers to.
Okay.
I want to say, like, just based on general context.
She might be referring to. No, it's whole weird.
Yeah.
Because Ronald with oh my god, all this George R. R. Martin shit. Because
Love
something
it.
George R. R. Martin likes to do is he likes to make character. I mean, a classic writing move is you don't name characters the same thing or have them sound close to each other because it's confusing. But he likes to do that because it's like real life and people name each other after other people. So having like you have Renala, Ronnie, and Rena, and then you have Melina, Michaela, Melania, and Marika.
Well, the thing that gets me about those, like the naming convention, is like, are they somewhat related, like by blood, or?
The answer, yes. Because yeah, like the classic thing of you have a couple major characters named Brandon Stark, and they are named after each other. So like with like Renala is Ronnie's mother and that sort of stuff. Man, I'm very interested in these side plots and figuring out who's who and what relation.
It makes this, it makes the world a lot more lived in than other Souls games.
Yeah.
Um, especially, okay, so to me, at least, Caelid feels like
Oh, it's the most depressing zone.
Oh yeah,
it
absolutely.
feels like, well, not only that most the person's zone, it feels like the Bloodborne area. Not only because it's like heavy, very heavy on the beast, but also just overall like mood of that area. Walter, since you're farther than everybody else,
Yeah.
is there like a Sekiro area? And we're not talking about like, hey, this is fantasy Asia. It's
No.
more of the like Total War area. Man, this place is gorgeous.
Where are you at right now?
Am I safe? Yeah.
Is it safe?
Main Carrier Manor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is cool.
I still have to give to one of the most gorgeous place, like top 3 gorgeous places from software has made. It's the lake area, the underground lake area
Oh, from Dark Souls 1?
from Elden Ring.
Oh, Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Oh, the Siofor River.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah, that place is awesome.
Oh, and you go back there.
Yeah. Oh no,
because you could see it in the skybox of like, oh, there's more shit going on.
Yep. No, I've been enjoying that. I forget the name of it, but like the area underground in Dark Souls 1 with the older trees.
The ancient lake.
Yeah, the Asian Lake, the underground river here in Elden Ring, and the Dragon Palace in Sekiro have to be my top 3.
Dude, yeah.
And the Dragon Palace taking the cake.
The Dragon Palace in Sekiro is so cool. There's also that boss fight had my favorite. It still might be my favorite gimmick from Software, because all From Software games have a gimmicky boss fight that has unique mechanics to it.
Right.
At least one. So that dragon is really cool, but General Radahn has maybe one of the most interesting gimmick fights, and I urge you guys to fight the hell out of him.
So this is from just me getting the context from Twitter. I heard it's also like the most bullshit melee fight, but people have figured out how to do it.
Yeah, you're not. If people are trying to solo melee Radahn, that's not the
intended way, right?
Yeah, no.
Apparently, most of the complaints I've been hearing is because people are trying to do that, so that just gave me away. It's like, oh, it's a gimmick fight people haven't figured out.
Yeah, and it's an easy.
But
do you guys care if I talk about it, or do you want me to just not spoil
What is this?
For
What are
it?
we talking about?
So Rodan is the giant.
He's
the giant bitch, right?
He's the giant dude with 2 giant blades, and you fight him.
I've been seeing like videos of his fight on Twitter.
Yeah.
Is he like the main dude or no?
No.
No,
he's supposed to be like the 3rd main boss you kill.
The 3rd boss?
Yeah, like the main boss rather. like the
So-
shard bearers.
So I was explaining this to Billy. Like, there's main bosses, optional bosses, and critical bosses.
Yeah.
And main boss allows you to get into a critical boss in order to move the story forward.
Okay, I was
So-
referring to main is your definition of critical, but yeah, shard bearers.
Mhm.
If you check the achievements, it'll say like shard bearers, then their character's name. The shard bearers are the main targets you're trying to kill in order to become Elden Lord, and Radon is one of
okay.
them. Yeah.
They're
So
the
like,
cool-
in the trailer when you see the one-armed lady, she's fighting.
She's a shard bearer.
Yeah, and she's fighting General Radon, who's like that giant dude.
the tiny horse.
Oh,
Oh, that guy's hilarious. I've seen
Well-
videos and I'm like, oh my god, that's so funny.
Proportionally tiny, because I'm expecting what's his name?
Radon.
Okay, I always pronounce it Rodan, like the fucking kaiju.
I mean,
Um,
he
That's
is
how
a
I was
kaiju.
hearing it.
Yeah, Major Rodan. I love that concept, giant dude with a tiny horse.
Yeah.
And
It's so funny.
he's the gravity guy, right?
He is. He does know gravity magic. Yes, which is funny.
Because-
Like when you're reading the items you get from him afterwards and learning the lore of it, it's just like, oh, so that's why he mastered. He was interested in gravity magic. It's really funny.
Yeah, because like, what is it like? I've been noticing that a lot of shit is color coded and symbol coded. So when I was looking at all the trailers, I noticed that Rodan had like gravity, like textures and colors. I was like, oh, that's some gravity sword master. That's cool. Also, talking about gravity, how you like your new staff, Billy?
Oh, I love it.
You got
love
the
the
meteorite
staff.
staff.
Yeah.
See, something why I don't like magic past Demon Souls is they went from using wands to staffs or staves, and I'm not a staff man. I don't want to carry around just like a big ol' stick. Give me a little tiny guy like a wand.
That's why I like faith, because it's just a sacred symbol.
Yeah, it's the little thing you have in your hand. That I dig. I could get behind that.
Talking about sacred symbol, shout out to the Beast Talisman. It allows you to scale your faith spells with strength.
Get out of town. I haven't read any magic related item. But
It
I
is
plan
so
once I
dope.
collect a ton of shit, I'm just gonna go through and read all the lore for him. Like I've only been reading the lore for just major items that I've been getting.
I've been trying to read just about everything that I've been compiling and getting, but I do need to make like notes to be like, this relates to this relates to that. And I don't think I had that feeling of video game ages.
Yeah, it's
great.
this is yeah. I'm very enthusiastic about piecing together this lore. I'm loving that aspect so much, which is something I never really felt with the dark games. Like I never cared about Lordran or Drang Lake. I cared about 3 more because it was a callback to the other ones, but I don't give a shit about linking the fire. This is more compelling because the NPCs are also more compelling.
I do have to give a huge amount of credit to Georgie Boy for that one, because I don't think it would be there if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, he really. His main thing was just creating the backdrop and like, here's the history that happened, like hundreds of years before the game, and he really made an interesting backdrop for From Software to play with.
Yeah, he made the world Bible for it.
And it's great.
I mean, is there a shortcut to be able to hit the lady, or do I have to anger that giant every single time?
What lady? We're not watching her. I'm not watching your screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm fighting that lady that you guys are talking about.
Oh, Loretta.
Yeah.
Oh, Royal Knight
Loretta.
Loretta.
Yeah.
Nah, you just have to
You just
poke her every
gotta,
now and then.
Okay.
you just gotta get good. No, I'm just kidding.
I do like that song though, Loretta.
Yeah, that fight took me a while because at that time I had no ranged options, so just picking the right, like baiting out a specific combo from her glaive and then counterattacking. And
Oh,
then dodging
counter.
the shit out of all her magic that she throws at you.
Talking about counter attacking, I'm in love with the counter option in the game.
Oh, the guard counter?
Yeah, it makes shield somewhat more useful.
Yes.
Okay, she is doable, but I do have to stay on her ass though.
Yeah. Something that annoys me with this, and it annoyed me in Dark Souls 3 also. You have Bloodborne enemies, because Dark Souls 3 came out after Bloodborne, so you have these enemies with a certain amount, like, of mobility and aggression, but you're not as mobile in Dark Souls or in Elden Ring as you are in Bloodborne. There are just a ton of enemies where it's like dodge, 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 attack, dodge, 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 and like you can only get one hit on them before they flip away. Which is why I switched over to a curved greatsword, because like if I'm only gonna be able to get one hit on them, it might as well be a big hit.
Exactly.
That's one of my main complaints. That was one of my main gripes with the game so far. That a lot of enemies just feel very Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's something an annoying thing that was in Dark Souls 3 as well. Just like here are some Bloodborne enemies, but you don't have the Bloodborne tool set.
I feel like they fixed it a lot. I don't think in Elden Ring it's as egregious, just because of the tools that you have. But I don't like how most enemies like, hey, this is a knight with a beast moveset.
Yeah. Oh,
And the delays on the attacks. One of the things that made Nameless King like so cool to me, and not only iconic for being the Nameless King, but also the moveset with having the delays. Literally every single enemy here has a delay, which
yeah,
kind of takes the magic away.
that's been annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Just all these delayed hits. There's one specific boss where I took a break from, and I got to go back to him eventually. Is the arc of his overhead swing is so slow it fucks up my timing every time. Where like I'll dodge at the apex of the swing, but by the time it actually hits, I'll already be out of
hmm
I'll already be done rolling.
Okay, Loretta, not super bad, especially with the counter, just annoying.
You
Oh,
beat
did
her
you beat
already?
her?
No, not yet. But I got her to like 80 on my second try.
Fuck you. Uh,
Halberd and shield, baby.
I was gonna mention like I got to an annoying part with the head, you know, because a big old knight is a hard enough enemy,
Mhm.
and then I got to a place where you're like, hey, you got your big old knights, but they teleport also.
Mhm.
And then in this other area that I'm in right now, I encountered a teleporting big ass knight, which is God, very frustrating. Because as much as I love the world and the exploration of this game, I still rank Sekiro above it.
Really?
Really?
Just the moment-to-moment gameplay of Sekiro, man. I just like it a lot more. And in Bloodborne too, just the speed and aggression of it. And the way just how offense and defense are tied together in Sekiro, where if you are defending correctly, you are also building your offense at the same time. I just love Sekiro's combat so much. If you want to, but you know, just comparing the world and the story and everything, no question, Elden Ring beats it. But just the moment-to-moment gameplay of Sekiro, I just love so much.
So I have a question for you guys. Do you think what games do you think are gonna be able to compete with Elden Ring for Game of the Year?
Nothing.
Nothing. There's more games coming out this year. I don't think they
There's
matter.
so much content in this game.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be done with this game even halfway by the time Ghostwire comes out.
Oh yeah,
And I'm
like
okay with that. Like,
yeah,
this
like
game's fucking
your
phenomenal.
Ghost Wire is gonna take a while before it gets played.
Like, I was like, oh, if I'm burnt out by Elden Ring, I'll go ahead and
Do it, right?
do it. But like, I'm not feeling any fatigue from this game at all.
It might be because I've just been playing these kinds of games since 2009, where with Dark Souls 3 I was feeling a little bit fatigued, and I was willing to, Sekiro was a change of pace enough, and I'm glad this took a while, because it, just that Souls fatigue. This might be my last Souls game, I think.
You think so?
Maybe. Because with this, I am taking more breaks than I was with previous games, where I just kind of tackle it head on. But this one, I'm like, all right, this boss is annoying. I'm just gonna take a break for an hour, which I never did before.
Right.
It's general Souls fatigue. Because as much as I love these games, difficulties, I don't like playing hard games, but...
Right. And that's been my whole thing, like, with Souls-like games. I'm like, I've always heard good things. I've always heard, like, oh, they're fun, but, like, I'm just,
Watch out.
I'm not a good, like, at video games, in my personal opinion. Like, oh, yeah, get good. I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't want to get good,
Yeah. That's why you just summon people, man. This multiplayer is easy mode, because there's one fight where I summoned somebody because I had to get through a fucking poison swamp and then deal with really annoying normal enemies. Where when I got to the boss and he had a sword that levitated and floated around him, I'm like, all right, fuck this. This is annoying. I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm just gonna summon somebody. We're gonna gangbang them and just beat them. And
So something that might help next time that you guys have to fight Loretta, she cannot hit for shit on her right side. If you stick to her right side, like all her swings miss you.
Alright, soldiers, go distract them.
I don't know why I'm wasting my time finding these randos on the field. There's no reason for me to be doing that. Let's look for
Walter,
treasure.
what is your favorite Ash of War? No, well, not Ash of War. Remains. Your Phantom.
The main one I used was the horned guy you find underground. And that's mainly because he was the bulkiest dude that I could use because I have limited FP. But now I have the Mimic everyone loves so much.
I keep hearing about the Mimic, and it sounds dope, especially like maybe for like somebody with my playstyle that's gonna be using magic and melee, where I can pop it up with the spell and then I can just go full melee.
Yeah.
But I love the jellyfish.
I love the jellyfish too for lore reasons, just because I think Snidarians are cool creatures. And also with the jellyfish, there is a little story thing with the jellyfish later on in the game.
That makes me really happy because I love the jellyfish. I think one of the things that I love about Elden Ring is that it, from its artistic likes, where they're going with the character designs and monster designs, it's amazing. Just being really weird, fucked up eldritch things, or just basically Berserk, but in 3D. But some enemies are just like, hey, this animal but big though.
Yeah. The thing with the because jellyfish is the first spirit you get, right?
No, it's the wolf.
Yeah, wolf is the first one.
Mhm.
Where do you get the jellyfish one?
Earlier,
It's
I
from
think
a-
I think I got the jellyfish first because I remember actually reading the lore for the jellyfish.
The intended first one is the wolves, because that's when you meet the hat girl. Oh no,
Right.
I forgot her name, but I call her hat girl.
I think it's Rena.
Oh, that's right.
You might be right.
Yeah, you're right. The first one is the wolves, but you do find the jellyfish early on. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I ran into this NPC, and then like there was someone left a message that said try summon, and then like I remembered like the lore from the jellyfish. I'm like, wait a minute. So I summoned the jellyfish and like, hey, it unlocked a thing. Pretty cool. But this game has so many neat little weird things.
I think one of my favorite things, which might frustrate people, is that From Software did not give a fuck about, oh, it's open world game, we should probably be less cryptic. It's like, nah, we're still gonna be cryptic.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you could buy those tips. Like, I've bought tips from merchants, and they are helpful.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's helpful.
you cannot parry Loretta.
Helpful in a soulsy way, but
Yeah.
still helpful. Where they'll give you a vague idea in a general direction, but. Yeah. But oh, there's one NPC I met named Millicent, who is waifu material, depending on how the story goes.
I love Millicent. I love
Okay,
Millicent.
you found Millicent?
Yep.
Did you
She's cool.
hear her of her scarlet rot?
I did not.
Okay, you haven't finished that part yet,
Not yet.
Celia?
But I just found out that Loretta is super weak to lightning, so looks like I'm gonna be.
Just chucking
You
lightning
are
spears?
going to Faith.
No, I wanted to go faith. The thing is that, like, I found a talisman that gives you +5 faith, so am I actually able to like cast cool spells.
Nice.
So I was thinking of going fast regardless, but I was just thinking of doing faith with
Goddamn basilisks.
just oh, the basilisks are back.
Baby, we almost got him. We almost got him. Oh, don't kill
Yeah.
me.
Same model or same idea?
Different model, same idea. Same fucking attack of just I jump up and spray my fucking
My death gas.
yeah, or I jump back and spray my death
No,
gas.
no, no, no. Oh, good. Didn't get me.
But you still kill him in 2 shots, like regardless of any weapon you use. So there's that at least. But I don't want to fight basilisks while I'm riding a horse on branches.
That sounds frustrating.
Yeah. While weird knights shoot arrows at me.
Almost got him. He's almost dead. Come on, baby.
So the verticality of exploration is really nice. It really adds a new dimension, like literally.
A jump button just completely changed the game.
Yeah.
You been Dexing all the way. How you like power stance?
I don't dual wield.
Oh, really?
It's not worth it. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Goddamn
That's
bastard.
right. You just got
Fell out
got.
the
You
tree.
just got got. Holy shit! That gave me
Yeah, because
91,000 experience
with-
runes.
How mobile enemies are, I could get like what 3 quick hits with a knife, maybe. That does no damage,
knife.
or like I could get 1 giant swing with a curved greatsword and that does like twice as much damage. The thing is,
just
like,
a heads up. Oh, go ahead.
I have a leveled up Uchigatana, but I can't dual wield it because all the fucking katanas I'm finding are magic based.
Just get the second one. Oh yeah, you didn't start with
I didn't start with
samurai. Never
samurai.
mind.
And apparently no NPC sells the fucking Uchigatana. Where the fuck did my souls drop? I was in the tree? Fuck you, game.
So, fun fact: if you kill the, I don't know what it's called, but like the plant thing by the minor urge tree, in Khalid, like the north part of Khalid, gives you 91,000 souls.
Oh, yeah. No, that was another thing of... Goal of mine is to find all the minor Erd trees and kill the
The avatars.
avatars. They also give you the seed things to level up your guy.
Your Estes.
Yes. I've reached max Estus.
15? Or just the
14.
level?
14.
14? Really?
Yeah, 14 charges.
That's weird. I figured they're gonna do like 10 health and 5 magic.
Well, no, since you could split them up however you want them, I think that's why they went with an even number. So if you wanted to go even, you could go 7 magic charges, 7 health charges.
I don't like that. I like 10 and 5.
Get out of
I
here.
wanna.
Well, you can set it yourself, man.
I'm gonna give Loretta a break.
Oh yeah, she frustrated the hell out of me.
It's not frustrating me or anything like that. It's just like I would just much rather get better equipment.
Because again, with how mobile she is, like you could get one hit on her, then her jumps back with her horse. Like fuck you, man.
I'm able
if
to
this
get
were
like
Bloodborne, I would be okay with it since I have more mobility. But no, fuck you.
no, I don't know. I think we're playing the game differently because like I'm able to get like a couple like 2-3 hits minimum on her.
What weapon are you using? Oh, you have the Hellbeard, which
Yeah.
has a stupid range.
But the thing is, I'm so close to her ass that way she doesn't use her magic, and whenever she jumps back, I just jump towards her. And that's what's helping now. Like that's how I've been able to consistently get her down a lot. It's just her fucking giant magic bow that's kind of fucking me up a lot.
Oh, there's one really annoying named character fight who has that spell, and then it's kind of like the Mikolash fight where you fight him and he just runs away. But the final stage of it, you're in a circle. Like, not like a circle, but it's a ring. So you're just running after him and he just keeps teleporting away, but then he'll, like... It's like fighting a Quincy. He'll start charging up the bow and then, like, teleport to a position where he could hit you with it. But then when you try to run after him with melee, he'll just, like, run around because you're in a fucking circle. And just
Correct me if
teleport away.
correct me if you're am I wrong, Walter, but you mentioned the Evergels, right?
Yeah.
I love the idea of the Evergel.
Oh, I like them too. They're just like...
It
it's
is
like
a kumite. It is a fantasy kumite.
Exactly. It's like if you're the shrines in Breath of the Wild, the combat ones were actually interesting, and you got a good reward.
Mm-hmm. Also, my friend was telling me there's a specific torch that a merchant sells, and for the life of him, he doesn't know where he bought it, because he needed a torch, so he bought the torch.
Mm-hmm. Do you want a torch?
Excuse me?
Do you need a torch?
No, but this torch specifically makes the dogs in Kayla don't attack you.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, the is it the beast torch?
maybe.
I think I have that. I also found a torch that does ice damage.
Interesting.
I found a fate spell.
Horse off a cliff.
I found a fate spell because I was like looking up. It's like, am I wasting my time by going fate? There's ice lightning.
Yeah, dude, that is. Like ice spells make me want to try magic, because I do. My favorite element of elemental magic is ice.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm a Blizzaga guy.
Mine has always been fire. I just think it's very cool. But for me,
ice is cooler than cool. It's ice cold.
Ice cold. All right. Anyways, the thing that I thought that made me want to go like I wanted to be a Spellblade character was the gravity spells. But then finally fixing Fate made me want to go for it. There's just something I gravitate towards to this like warrior of God that I just find very alluring to me.
I wanted to get into blood magic.
I thought so too, but
There's not a lot of it, but
there's not a lot of it, but luckily like some of it is faith related. Like there's a really cool spell where like you're just shooting like blood pellets from your face, and that's faith.
so, and they're usually faith and arcane, like the dragon stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like that
That's
blood
really
magic
nice.
looked cool because I wanted to be a dark knight, but I think I found Jesus.
Hey, let's go.
Give it up for Jesus.
Oh, I'm not dead.
Best.
I'm not dead. Thought I rode my horse off a cliff, but I landed somewhere.
Imbued sword key. What the fuck is this?
Ooh, that's. Well, after I'm done fighting this dickhead, I will tell you where you use that.
I am in the belfry.
Is
Or
that
belfry,
yeah.
whatever. Because I want to get the cool shield. I don't even know if the shield is good. It looks cool.
I hate those dragon knights.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that Dragon Knight.
Yeah, they're again like the classic big ass knight enemy, but they can't be staggered. If you hit them with a big weapon, shit, I'm gonna hit with an arrow.
God, I fucking hate this Scarlet Rod dragon.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me.
I hate it because like I can kill it as long as I keep my range, but if its rot hits me even once, it kills me instantly.
Oh yeah, all the dragons, they pretty much have the exact same move set. So yeah, they're whatever. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were gonna tell me about the.
Yes, I was waiting for the enemies to unaggro me so I could open up the map.
But no, I am.
Have you
I
found
am
the
in
4
an-
belfries?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, so yeah, that's where you use those things.
Yeah, but it says there's 4 of them. They're like, you only give me one, and there's like 4 different imps.
Well, go to the top one. There's a chest. Did you already open the chest to get the thing?
Yeah, that's where that's my first one. That's where I first got it.
Okay, what are the descriptions next to the things? If I could do this off memory. Or I could just fucking teleport there and read the descriptions. Because there are, I think the signs next to the portals are developer signs.
Precipice of anticipation.
Okay, what's the other one?
I'm going to it.
Okay.
Also, did you know those giants are actually not giants?
They're trolls.
Yeah.
There are true giants in the game.
Okay, so
And
those
you encounter
those-
them later.
machine-looking things.
Night Sky and Season.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the
and
high
that's got-
defense.
That's kind of season. And then there's the one at the bottom.
I'm worried about stepping through crumbling lands. I think it's Precipice of Anticipation.
That's the
It takes you back to the
graphic
starting
one?
area. Yeah.
Okay. Do you only get the one key, or you get more?
You
No,
find,
never
you
mind.
find all of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, yeah, Precipice of Anticipation, that implies a starting area. Because you're anticipating the game.
You're not wrong, actually. Because
They brought you there?
no, because of what you said. Because I got curious. It's like, what happens when you kill the boss? You literally die right away. Like you step out and you touch some crumbling floor and you fall.
Yes. I made that mistake when I went back there, because
Chapel of
after I teleported there, I turned around like, ooh, butterflies, let's pick them up, and then
I just did that. I literally just did that.
yeah.
I saw the butterflies, so I was like, ooh, butterflies, and I'm gonna pick him up, and yeah, that just happened. I love this game. I love this game.
It's
This game too. It's my goatee so far. It's probably gonna be my goatee. Like I think Breath of the Wild 2, if it comes out, is gonna be great, but I don't think it's gonna be this good. But we'll see.
Are you gonna get an Elden Ring tattoo?
Are you gonna get an Elden Ring tattoo?
Or are we gonna get Elden Ring tattoos?
I think we're getting Elden Ring tattoos, boys.
Do you guys want to get the coaster stains?
Like a tattoo of the Elden Ring?
Yeah. I just think of coaster stains, honestly.
That's funny.
God, this night.
Coaster stains for everyone.
Mm.
Oh, I got him.
Oh,
I
you
got
have to. Is there a side of? There's no side of race here. Billy, do you call them gracers? Side of race? What do you call them?
They're bonfires, baby.
You
I'm
guys
asking
gotta realize
Billy.
this is still my first Souls-like game, so
They are
whatever
thing-
they call them, I call them.
bonfires.
Because I was gonna say, like, you should must have heard plenty of soul stock from me and.
I have
Walter.
heard it, but like, again, it's like, it was never my style because I didn't consider myself good enough. So, I will go by whatever Elden Ring calls them because Elden Ring is my first
Mhm.
dive into these games.
See, it's like that. It's exactly like that video I posted, but before Elden Ring came out, you have to get into the mindset of thinking you're not good yet, but you will get there.
Mhm.
You are capable of improving yourself. And
One
while
of
I just
the-
wanna,
you have
thank
improved
you both
yourself.
for convincing me to get the game because it's been phenomenal.
One of the main themes of these games is like the reward of overcoming a hardship that you just get from beating
Very
anything.
rewarding.
Yeah.
No, god damn it, I'm so close.
Why is this harder than it needs to be?
Oh, I fucking hate this fucking dragon.
Yeah. I mean, take a break. They're optional. All
Mhm.
you get are.
No.
Well, for
I
me,
can
it's
get 'em.
stupid because all I do is get spells that I'm not capable of using from them. But boy, do I want to. I would love to. Well, I guess I have, I think, 4 or 5 of the respec item. So I could just, like, for an hour, become a faith guy and just shoot
See?
ice dragon breath from me.
The ice lightning spell is really cool. You just like jump that. You just jump up and you drive a blue lightning stake into the floor, and it just creates lightning damage.
I wish there were more ice spells, though.
There's the frostbitten status that kind of that, but not really.
How many dragon hearts do I have? 1, 5, 6, 7.
I think I only got the 2, and that's it.
No. I don't have enough dragon hearts to buy all the dragon spells. I might have to do a second playthrough.
Have you found the Moonlight Greatsword yet?
No. My buddy Cameron found it. He's already he already has the Elden Ring complete. He has all the runes.
Oh hell yeah!
He's way ahead of me.
Like the ancient runes?
You like the great runes, yeah. Because he was asking me like, "Hey, which ending should I go with?" So he's.
Oh yeah, I
there,
keep
man.
forgetting. There's multiple endings.
Yeah.
And there's multiple endings?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always been multiple endings in these games. I'm just so
Okay.
amazed they did it for an open world game.
I know. Well, the thing is, once you have a Souls game downloaded, like second or third playthroughs, you can beat them in 3 hours. This one, I mean, will be significantly more than that. But yeah, like I'm at, I don't know, 100-ish hours now, so a second playthrough is only gonna take like 10, I'm guessing, if I just do crit path. Because the only time you'd need to do a second playthrough is, in terms of being a trophy hunting bastard like myself, is you need to, like, you get items from like the critical boss souls, and you could either turn them into a weapon or a spell, but to get all the achievements you need to get the weapons and the spell.
You can just use the mausoleums for that now.
I know, which is great, but I don't think there's enough mausoleums to cover all the great souls.
I think there is, from what I was reading.
Not that I've found so far. I've only found like 5, and I'm at like 6 of those great souls.
This is a good shield. This is a cool shield.
What is
It's
this?
a great it's a great shield that has no skill. And it's 100% physical reduction. And I'm a heavy boy.
Dude,
I need to find out if the iframes on the heavy roll are different.
probably if there's anything like... I couldn't tell the difference between the light roll and the medium roll.
I don't see a difference, not even on distance, because at least like Dark Souls 2 had that going for it, where like the distance was different.
Like, and I couldn't even tell, like, did they have... Does the light roll have less recovery? But it didn't seem like it. Maybe more iframes?
I don't see any difference, which makes me kind of sad.
Yeah. Like, I'll stick with medium.
But because of that, it makes me wonder, well, does heavy actually get any... Is the quote-unquote the penalty, you know, you don't get so far away, which with this kind of playstyle I'm playing, it's not really that much of a penalty.
Yeah. I'm thinking my next stat I'm pumping is endurance. I'm gonna try to get 50 endurance so I could wear heavy armor and still be nimble.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing full buff boy. But with faith, I have the...
Well, you are strength based, so might as well.
Well, currently I'm strength based.
Yeah.
And whenever I get to respect, I'll be faith strength. But yeah, like so far I haven't really seen a difference on whatever equipment I'm wearing. And my jumping's still there, so like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and just be buff boy.
Oh, and yeah.
Do it.
I'm fighting a troll right now, and yeah, when you encounter a true giant, the troll is maybe the size of the giant's shin.
Jesus, are you serious?
Yeah. It's a cool fight. Like the giant boss. There's like that has a fun like mid-stage transformation. It's so cool.
I found a big bitch up in Kaled, like a big bitch dragon. That kind of scared me. Because it was just sleeping and surrounded by it was just like a bunch of like quote unquote tiny dragons. They were just regular sized dragons, but compared to this bitches.
No, you just
Are you
stand
talking
by
about that big white one?
Yeah, gray.
It was a big white one, yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta kill 5 of the little ones, and it'll kill the big one.
Really? I just stood by the tail and hacked away at it.
Yeah, so if you kill like the smaller dragons, and for everyone you kill, it takes away a chunk of the big one's health.
Oh, nice. See, again, with the magic of this game, you could find different solutions to a problem. Because, yeah, I just stood at its tail and hacked away and, like, just accumulated bleed damage. And it was very time-consuming, but I got it done.
Bleed damage is so good this time around.
Oh, yeah. Something that cheesed me, though, because, I was using the Uchi Katana for a long time, and I don't like using katanas in Souls games because they have a slower attack animation compared to curved swords. But because you like curved swords in the previous Souls games, they all had bleed, right? But this game they don't.
Not all of them. Katanas could bleed. I don't think all curved swords could bleed.
In Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, that was the case, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Demon Souls that was the case. I want to say
Is that because the build I'm craving is my Dark Souls 1 build where I had Artorias' girlfriend. She has like the golden sword in her left hand and the silver knife in her right hand.
gold and silver needle thingy.
Yeah, I'm chasing that build. But I just, it's not fucking useful in this game. Just give me a big-ass curved greatsword.
Stormhawk King.
Which was pretty great. Oh.
What's up?
Oh, that spirit plays into NPC.
Figure because it wasn't in my ashes, and then it's like, well, let me see where it is, and I found in the key items. So
Oh, it's a key item.
I think
Oh,
so.
oh, thank God. Because there's a trophy for
Yeah, it's a key item.
Okay, there's a trophy for getting all the legendary ashes, and I was worried like, oh, did I just give away something that I need to get an achievement?
Stormhawk is the ash, I think.
Okay,
Yeah, Stormhawk is the legendary.
all right. Do we have any final comments so far for that we want to put on the record for Elden Ring?
I think this is. I don't know how From Software can go from here.
Same.
This feels like one of the most completed games I played in a long
I
time.
think that
I,
From Software just packs it up and calls it a day, and
well,
everyone
did you see the
retires.
report that they gave raises to all their staff in Japan?
Yeah,
Uh,
Bandai Namco.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's not From Software though.
Oh, I meant
So
to
yeah,
say
yeah.
Bandai
So the
Namco, but still.
publisher, well, yeah, I mean, you
So
know
good
what's
for them.
So
Hmm?
there was a trailer for the 15th anniversary of Toradora, which is my favorite romantic comedy anime and possibly favorite romantic comedy series.
Is that the one with the little girl?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Palm Top Tiger. I just
Yes.
saw another meteorite site, and I have to visit that. But yeah, that franchise is owned by Kadokawa, which is the same media conglomerate that owns From Software. So one of my favorite animes and one of my favorite gaming series is owned by the same parent company.
There you
Okay,
go.
then that's why you can play with a little girl in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Well, Billy, tell us your closing thoughts. As
Hold
this
on.
is your first Souls game.
I love it, and for anyone who wants to get into the Souls-like games that want something that's not as stressful, the bosses aren't forgiving as always, but if you want a less stressful experience and you want to give a Souls-like game a try, don't you fucking get me, you son of a bitch. All
Who are
right,
you
good.
fighting right now?
Give it a shot. I'm loving it. It's like I said, I don't think anything is gonna come close to you, fucking asshole. Oh. He had like 15% health left. I almost killed the fucking dragon. It's a great game. It's a great game, and I highly recommend it. It's for me. It's like playing Breath of the Wild again, where you can go anywhere, you can discover just about anything, and you're wowed by everything you see. It's a 10 out of 10. I don't think anything is going to come close to it. It's my game of the year, unless Breath of the Wild 2 blow me away.
I think for me it might be game of the decade. And then Sekiro was the game of last decade. And Demon Souls is the game of the decade before that.
I think that's a very accurate way to put it. Jesus Christ, I love this game. I love this game so much.
I also love this game.
It's gonna be hard not playing this weekend because I made plans with my girlfriend. Because last week, the plans were I get to play Elden Ring, and I was very upfront and honest. No, I was very upfront and honest with them. It's like, hey, like
That's all that matters.
I, I told him it's like, hey, like I've been looking forward to this game for like years. I'm probably just gonna go full on neat this weekend. And he's like, no, that's fine. But he did not expect like how full on neat I went. So this weekend, I'm gonna make it up to them by being present.
To be a nitpicky weeb, I think you're more referring to a hikikomori than a neat.
I just watched a YouTube thingy about hikikomoris. Really curious. It's about a hikikomori that decided to become one because he just didn't like the world culture in Japan. and for like 2 years he was just drawing porn to make ends meet, and he stopped doing that because like he just wasn't feeling it. So he's making um, a turn-based RPG about being a hikikomori.
All right, I'll check that out.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it and show it to you in the channel. I don't like how you look.
Is that the name of the
That's it.
game?
No, that's the name of this thing I'm trying to kill that poisoned me. It's
Oh.
it has a bunch of arms and legs, and it came out of the lake water.
Oh, is it like the yellow portal thing that opens up? And...
Yeah,
Yeah, those are maybe the most annoying enemy in the entire game.
they creep me out. I don't like uncanny valley things or humanoid looking monsters.
They get that human face and everything.
Like, for all intents and purposes, I think It Follows might be one of the most boring, overhyped horror movies. But it's also like the one that scared me the most because of the concept of a human with no eyes following you. That freaked me out to no end for some reason. Yeah, don't be human and try to scare me. It's fucked up. Be something else. Even if you turn into like incomprehensible eldritch thing, I'm like, no, I get that. I understand it. But if you're but if you go Detroit become human, no, fuck you. I don't like that.
That's fair.
Yeah, that part in Detroit become human when you're just basically going through robot hell.
No spoilies. I'm
Shut
never
up.
gonna play this game.
Exactly. So what does it matter?
No, well, we should consider.
If we ever do
Stream this game as a group.
if I was gonna say if we ever do like some form of like let's play
Let's do it.
for the Nerdington, I would love to go through that game or Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain's the
Paulo
shittier,
doesn't like that.
Heavy Rain's the shittier game and would be more entertaining.
Mm-hmm. I would love to go through those games together as a group, with Billy handling it.
With me handling it?
Yeah,
Why me?
because I feel like me and Walter will have the opposite moral compass on the decisions.
I mean, that's fair.
So I feel like you having to make the final decision will just be more fun.
All right, let's do it.
Alright, we're doing it. Confirmed. If we get to a certain tier on Patreon, we'll start these streams and Let's Plays, baby.
That's right.
Alright.
Start Patreon, I'll post whole and do that.
Yeah,
I'm not
I think
I'm not
that
gonna post
Patreon
that.
is still up. I don't know if Patreon like deactivates things if that no one's touched them for like several years. But who knows? To go to patreon.com/GameCenterUSX and there might be something there. That's it. For the Nerdington Post.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Later, folks.